Don Doler, Blood Massacre, yeah! Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to day 28 here on the 31 Days of R. I am your host Mood616, and thank you once again for stopping in, guys. Yeah, day 28 is here, and we're going back to the 80s, well at least somewhere in the 80s anyways. I'm not officially sure when this film actually came out. I know it started filming like in 87, 88, somewhere in that time period. It was supposed to come out around those times. There was a lot of problems with the investors of the film. And yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But anyways, so I'm just going to say 1987, because that's what it says on the back here. I think it's 1988 to be honest. But of course, this is directed by Don Doler, who's known for directing Night Beast and, you know, other films like Fiend and things like that. And this one right here is called Blood Massacre. Now, the only way to get this film is on this collection called Serial Psychos. It's a 6-movie collection. It's the first film on it. And yeah, so it's the only way to get it. But yeah, getting into more of the backstory of you know, Blood Massacre. Don Doler was doing this film. He filmed the entire movie. The investors weren't happy with the way it looked. They said it looked too clean. So they made him reshoot the film, re-edit it, and do all this alternate work to it. Anyways, they end up taking the master copy and disappearing. So the film kind of disappeared forever. Which is completely unfortunate. So I can't believe they said that his film had looked too good. So they wanted more of a grindhouse type look apparently, or something like that. So, but getting into the plot of Blood Massacre, it basically centers around a few low-life thugs, a couple guys that used to, you know, they fought in Nam, and they're not doing very well in this world, in today's society. So they decide to rob a video store. Of course, a video store which has thousands of dollars in it at a time. So they decide to rob this this video store. Anyways, they end up hijacking this girl's car along with her, so basically kidnapping her. She lets them know that she has a place like way out in you know, way out in the country. It's very secluded from society and stuff. So they figure that's the perfect place to do their hideout. So they make her drive them there to the house where they're introduced to her family, which she lives with her family and stuff. And then little bit happens, and it turns out that the family isn't exactly what these folks were, you know, wishing for. They're hoping for a kind of a normal family, but they're not. They're anything but that. And then carnage ensues. So that is the plot of the film right there. Now, my thoughts on this one. Yeah, Don Doler, like I said, if you're familiar with his work with, like, you know, Night Beast and stuff like that, Alien Factor, this, you know what you're getting yourself into. It's very low budget. Don Doler was always known as like a micro budget filmmaker. He made films on a very low budget purposely. He liked to do low budget films. That was his thing. This is no exception. This one's shot very low budget. I was surprised, you know, reading into it that, you know, it was shot on really bad, you know, film stock and stuff. But the film actually does look pretty good. It's shot all at nighttime, so it is a little bit dark at times. But I have to say the lighting isn't too bad considering the film stock used, being shot at night, being super low budget and stuff. It actually doesn't look too bad. You know, the film itself is very, you know, the premise is very simple. You know, it's about a couple guys that, you know, rob this girl, or rob this store, end up in this situation where they don't want to be in and stuff. So this one ultimately has a couple twists and turns. It actually has more than one twist in it, which is pretty interesting. I have to say, man, I really enjoyed this film, man. It was really fun. You know, the funny thing about the movie is the lead actor that's in this movie, I always forget what his fucking name is. You know, he plays like the main villain. He doesn't never strike me as someone that should be playing like a main, you know, like a bad guy. You know, he just has that face that he shouldn't be playing the bad guy in. So that's kind of a downer for me a little bit. I know you'll recognize him, like his name escapes me, but he plays in like all of Don Doler's films, to be honest. But anyways, you know, he's like, you know, the psycho guy and stuff. But, you know, as for that though, I mean, these type of twists that are coming, they're probably, you know, not the most, you know, hidden twists in the world and stuff. You kind of expect them, but they're fun. They're fun. The whole makeup of this film is fantastic. It's really short. It only runs about 72 minutes. It's got really effective music in it, and it's actually got some pretty good cinematography considering. There's some really good shots. The main villain, he walks out of the moonlight. There's one shot in the film where he walks out of the moonlight, and it's just really well done. I thought it was absolutely awesome. I was surprised to see the amount of blood and gore in this film. There was actually a little bit of gore, a lot of blood, but that was even visible because, like I said, it's shot very dark and stuff. You know, in this desolate area, out in this house, in this countryside and stuff. And it actually looked pretty good. And I enjoy the twist, man. I enjoy films like this, you know, where the bad guys get what they deserve kind of deal. And, you know, by other bad guys and stuff. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. There's not really a whole lot to say about this one. There's not really a lot of characters. Like, there's like the 3 villains and then the family of 4. And, yeah, there's some pretty decent carnage in this. And I do recommend this film. If you've ever seen the 6-pack around called Serial Psychos, I picked this up purposely to grab Blood Massacre because, like I said, it's the only way to grab this film. I gotta check out the other films that are on this one. 13 Hip Hop Locos, Las Vegas Bloodbath, I Hate You, and Slasher. And ranging from the 80s to the 90s into the early 2000s kind of thing. So, but if you're interested and you like Don Dohler's films, you know, definitely pick this up, man. I recommend Blood Massacre. There's not really a whole lot to say about it, but it's a fun, you know, it's not definitely a slasher film. I don't even really know what genre it is, to be honest, but 6.5 out of 10. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's pretty effective. It's fun, but I think the coolest thing is actually the way some of the shots were in the film and the music and stuff. It was actually quite effective, but the look of the film is incredible, man, because it's, like I said, it's shot on really low film, like really bad film stock, but the transfer itself is pretty pristine. It's actually pretty clear, and, but, you know, it has that look of like the early 70s. It looks like it was shot in the 70s, which is really crazy. It's like a film shot in the 80s that's like a total throwback to the 70s in a way. But yeah, Blood Massacre, check it out. Really fun film. That's going to do it for day 28 here. And rest in peace to Don Dohler, man. You know, he died, you know, he passed away a couple years back or whatever, and from brain cancer. And, you know, it's very sad because he was a very, very cool, you know, indie filmmaker. So anyways, guys, see you guys tomorrow on day 29. Peace out, homies.